Welcome back to LatiNation. I'm your host, Humberto Guida. Up next, we catch up with one of the leading hip-hop journalists in the music industry, Rob Markman. These days, he has also expanded his media presence to being a music artist himself. Growing up in Flatbush, Brooklyn, and encountering a variety of colorful and sometimes dangerous experiences, Rob became a natural when it came to storytelling, and he shows off his skill on the mic with a new EP titled Right to Dream. Check it out. Here's Rob Markman right here on LatiNation.
Not everybody get this chance.
I'm Rob Markman. I'm a rapper and a journalist.
I'm from the block where the powder blue mines cross the street from the spot, things crowded 2 lines.
When I was a kid, teenager in high school, junior high school, I always used to write raps and write rhymes and mess around with music. So I always thought I would be an artist. It just didn't happen in the time frame that I thought it would happen. And, you know, it was hard to break into the industry. One, it was hard to find my voice and find my sound. And, you know, then I get to an age where I have my first son. And, you know, responsibility comes, you know. And I have a family that I gotta take care of and provide for. So, you know, I couldn't be selfish and just focus on the music. Luckily, you know, journalism came and gave me a way to do it.
Red 11s and Bordeaux 7s, Christ.
When I started recording, you know, Right to Dream, because I'm a journalist, the guy that I looked up to and really looked at was Nas. He tells these street stories, but he says it in a very poetic way. So, you know, when he says, I never sleep, because sleep is the cousin of death. So when I started my project, I wanted to tell, you know, stories from the streets, but I wanted to do it in a poetic way, in a creative way. Last Night is a very important song. It's an intro on Right to Dream, and it starts out, the first line is, I almost got shot today.
Almost got shot today. It's funny. Tomorrow I'm supposed to move away. Got the U-Haul packed.
When I was 18 years old, I was able to move out of my parents' house, and I was able to move out of the neighborhood in Flatbush that I grew up in and get my own apartment. The night before I was about to move, I would go out to the store and there's a shootout right on my block. And just the wrong place, wrong time. But I can feel the bullets, like they were that close. You could feel the heat. I literally walked in between 2 guys who were shooting at each other. That corner of St. Paul's and Crook where I grew up, I've seen that corner claim lives. That moment always encourages me, and that song Last Night always encourages me to go and follow my dream, to go and get my dream no matter what, because tomorrow's not promised.
Now I'm living out on my wildest thoughts. My cousin caught an L, shit was wild in the court.
To be able to represent as a Latino in hip hop is super, super important to me. And, you know, I plan to wave that flag and you know, be a good representative and hopefully give more Latinos opportunities. So being at Genius, you know, I joined Genius in 2015 as their head of artist relations. And, you know, being a journalist for so long, Genius is bringing back the music conversation. I think so much of music journalism honestly has turned to gossip. And at Genius, you know, we really aim to have a really in-depth and rich musical conversation.
I have to imagine just, you know, the pride that you had being able to write Havana.
Yeah. Best part about that song was I played it for my grandma, and my grandma loves music.
The response of Right to Dream has been amazing. It was definitely more than what I've expected. 2 weeks after putting the album out, Logic sold out the Barclays Center and invited me to be his guest and asked me to come perform with him in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, in my hometown. So I performed in front of 15,000 people.
I want y'all to make some noise for my brother Rob.
Barclays show is a big deal. A lot of coordination, a lot of planning goes into that. And if Logic didn't think I had what it takes, he wouldn't have invited me out. Granted, I didn't sell those tickets. Logic sold those tickets. But I was in front of that crowd and they cheered, and nobody's gonna be able to ever take that away from me.
But I just need for you to understand that you can't be that guy that's like breaking down everybody's verses on Rap Genius.